our third season is already planned out. We have our two plays lined up, and you'll definitely find out when we. I think maybe by the end of the Time Stand Still run, we'll already say what place we're doing for third season. Yeah. So same, parang school year kami. We start our season in July and then end in March.
Sounds like school.
Sounds like school. Does it feel like school?
How do you choose the place na lalabas for each? Let's say for this month, do you base it on, let's say, the intensity of the play, or do you just find it appropriate to put this play on this month? Parang ganun.
Great question.
Sorry.
Characters, yeah. It has to be small.
That too, we weigh out, practically speaking, we weigh out the two plays. If I have a cast of 8, the next play only can have a cast of 2.
Budget.
Budget constraints, as well as we put plays on the table and we read them as a company. We just read it aloud. It's kind of different when you read a play just on paper and then out loud. We see what plays go together. But as we go along, it's also kind of a learning curve for us.
Wait, you read out the whole play or just a part of it? Really the whole play?
So for example, in the Cop, we read Cop.
Yes.
Graham played the dad.
Yes.
Well, Topper was still John. I was still reading. But
Okay, I thought there's a part that no, the whole play really.
the whole play.
Just to add na, when we all read Timestamp Film on our own,
Yes.
on paper, no? The first reaction ko, diba, I'm like, it's very different eh. But when you put an energy, when you put bodies, and then may kanya-kanyang tapo ng energy, all of a sudden you're like, ay, ganda.
Maganda pala. It's more maganda than
Yes.
So it's
Initially
very,
felt,
very different. Of course, there are some plays na one reading na.
Yeah, but such a nice. How did you do? No audition or you talk to? Sorry, I have to ask that.
No. When we first read it, automatic na. That was the gift.
Okay.
That was gift. And then
So yung automatic si Ate.
yes.
Okay.
No, automatic in the sense that
It fits her
It fits her,
personality,
you know?
her.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then
With the rest, we had a list of choices, and then we read them. So I guess it's an audition process. You know? Then we read them, and then we convene as a group, and then
so we can say in the story that except for Anna, everybody auditioned. In a way.
yes, wait a minute. True. Everybody else we read for the role of. Although no, sorry, hindi namin audition si Noni.
So
When Noni said yes, when Noni
Ana
said
and Noni.
yes, okay na. Sige, okay na. Okay na.
you offered.
Si Noni na yes.
Parang Anna, Noni,
We
and then they
offered
said
the role.
yes. So yung dalawa na yun. So si Nor na lang
And Jancy.
Why Nor? I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing him in an English play.
Well,
Iconic kasi sa Peta eh, alam mo yun?
oo naman. Well,
an indie film.
Interesting to watch him. I mean,
of course, without having to, we did read other people. And then we read, we offered also to other people. And then we read Nor. And then when Nor read it, we knew. You just know. First lines pa lang, we're like, okay na to. Game. You know it. Jancy naman also we read several. In fact, Jancy was one of my first choices, but in deference to my partners, to be fair also to others, and because you never know, we read them, and then when Jancy read, it worked out.
in this particular production, were there like a list of replays that you had to discuss and deliberate upon and say, why not this, and then finally time stands still.
Yes, there were.
So there were.
Yes, there were. And there were also plays that were chosen but moved to another season just because it fit with another play. Parang mas bagay yung dalawa.
Basically my question is, bakit time stands still at this particular, as a closing?
Well, like Jenny said, sometimes you don't just do a season because okay, we got the rights to that, or maganda siya, kailangan binabagayan mo. Your season has to have some sort of,
Parang yun yung tanong ko eh. Ano ba yung motive
meron naman.
parang
Like what Jenny said, the first season was very in your face, it's very,
this is ongoing?
you can count the number of the times they say fuck, ganyan,
So
whatever.
this is like also an in your face.
Well, this,
It's about the first season was a lot about the individual and then their relationships as they go out into the world. This season was about really I like to call it the domestic conversation. We still have the same kind of hard-hitting issues, but sort of a little more subtly put because it's in a domestic environment, in the home, family, your life partner, your husband, and your mother. So Rabbit Hole was about that, about the woman grieving, how she dealt with her husband, how she dealt with her mother and her sister. Here it's how she deals with her life partner.
Pronounced yung man and wife, husband and wife relationship in the
And
past.
the home.
Well, I
What is the
relationship
home? Yeah, relationships. And what is the home in general? What do you call your home?
yeah. Because Captain Closer were, yes, may relationships, pero may edgy yung relationship nila eh. This is a little more mainstream. Still
Traditional
unusual.
or
A little more, not traditional, yeah, but because you can
man
say,
and wife ganon na
Yeah.
relationship. Basically.
something maybe more people can relate to as opposed to say, Captain Closer.
Yeah.
Yung round robin ng Closer. Saka yung, di ba, may round robin din yun, di ba? Tapos yun naman sa
For lack of better, baka stereotypical rather than traditional. Stereotype relationship, yun ba yun?
Yeah, more. The first season was more overtly sexual. When we talk about issues of sex,
True, that's true.
Very overt. Here it's a little more under the surface. Like I said, there's a lot in the silences and what's not said. But it's still, we find it's equally striking. It's equally
Strong.
striking and moving.
In terms of variation, kasi let's say for Cock, the play original script is bare. Then you just added flavor to it. So for this one, for Time Stand Still, have you remained faithful to what is the original script, or parang you also made some small variations then to give it a more flavor, or give it more ano?
I guess with both Cock and Time Stand Still, the script, when you say the original script, the script is the original film. What you're basing your staging on. But there is no original staging or blocking that we are copying. No original set.
Like Kak had no set.
No.
The script does not specify any.
No, in fact, the script said no set. With Time Stand Still, yes, there is a set specified. Pero yung sa amin na, I mean, this is our version of the set. This is our version of the blocking, our version of the staging. Diba? Wala kaming, there is no staging that you're copying from abroad, that you're bringing into this. Wala. It's, in fact, as much as possible, I don't want to look at the original piece. Diba?
Pero mas authentic yung
Well, not necessarily more authentic, but my
your
version.
interpretation.
My interpretation.
rather
My
than be inspired.
Yes, yes.
Inspired.
So I'm moved and inspired and motivated by the text rather than by what is presented by other productions. Kasi otherwise, kung ganun lang, edi copyhin mo na lang lahat sa kanila. Wala ka ng trabaho. Then, wala nang director, di ba? Kinopya mo lang naman.
And
Oh,
there's
it's-
no effort to Philippinize anything in the play. Like,
With this one, no naman.
Yeah.
No naman. If ever there is a slight effort, we are not putting on accents. Diba? We are not putting on those, diba?
okay.
No New York, Brooklyn
it's your
accents.
natural.
It's just the natural way of speaking. I think kasi when the minute actors start putting on an accent and then Asian sila, and then purely Asian pa yung cast, it's quite jarring. So I'd rather truth. I think the truth, medyo cliche, no? The truth will just speak for itself. The truth of the text will come out rather than trying to come up with all these accents. And,
Yes, yes, it is.
although in
Ah,
So last na.
rotate. Yeah, okay.
One slight attempt that I'm doing
Parang orgy.
to Filipinize, to localize, not
Just
Filipinize,
sorry.
to localize this is that I've contacted the Photojournalist Center of the Philippines,
Okay.
and I'm asking for some images that I can use both as display in the lobby for local and that I can use during the show. So in an attempt to show what's happening, because the play basically talks about what's happening globally. Ito naman, I'm trying to localize it. That's how I'm trying to do it.
But it's easy to understand even if I don't know
Yes.
what the hell happened in Afghanistan.
Oo naman.
Or
Oo naman.
Iraq.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
It's not naman about the war in Iraq, it's about the relationship.
Okay.
It's about love.
The relationship.
Okay.
It's not about the wars because I don't know. I don't even know where.
Yung war is just a backdrop lang.
Yes, it is a backdrop. That's a good word. The war is the backdrop for what's going on with the main character.
Pero kahit backdrop siya,
Ang lakas
on the
ang lakas ng
relationship
tunog.
inside the
Ang
house.
lakas ng tunog nun eh. Because yun yung passion niya eh. It's what ultimately makes her decide to choose what she chose. No? Yun yung ultimate decision. That's what guided her.
Okay.
Okay.